Welcome in on this Victory Monday, Chiefs Kingdom. I do want to turn to a live look we have coming in from Las Vegas. I'm sure you can imagine why we are doing that, where in less than 2 weeks, the Kansas City Chiefs will take on the San Francisco 49ers. And a lot of people want the golden ticket to that matchup. I do want to let you all know that at last check, the average seat is currently sitting at around $10,000. That's according to Ticket IQ. And the range is shown on StubHub right now, anywhere just under $7,000 and exceeding up to $35,000. So just a little bit of pocket change. I do want to turn things over to our weekly guest for today. You're taking a look at Josh Planos. I see you shaking your head there, Josh, because those tickets are not cheap. But again, a lot of people want those tickets.
They do, Janae. That is a considerable sum of money, which also represents a golden opportunity for a scammer or someone who's looking to make not just a quick buck, but a quick many bucks off of unsuspecting consumers who are looking to support, their team and the biggest game that the sport offers. You, of course, want to make sure you're doing your homework and making sure you know exactly who you are buying from. We do have some tips for purchasing tickets, whether it's a marquee sporting event like this or a concert you want to go to. It's all applicable. Again, you want to make sure you're purchasing from the venue or the official ticketing provider. In this case, that's Ticketmaster, whenever possible. There are a lot of official ticket sales agents now that offer secondary sales options, but you want to make sure if you can purchase from that venue, it will protect you on a number of fronts. It will make sure that you don't show up to that venue with holding a ticket and being turned away at the door, which we have fielded reports of in the past. So make sure if you're going to spend that kind of money and go through the steps of getting to Las Vegas for the event, you want to make sure that that ticket is legitimate at the very least.
And we touch on the fact that this is a golden ticket. A lot of people want to make their way to the Super Bowl. A lot of people dream of being able to go to the Super Bowl to see their favorite teams or just any NFL team that will be playing. But how many fake tickets are sold every single year around this time for those who want to go?
A considerable number. Typically, we do field a number of reports in and around Super Bowl week. Of course, the vast majority of fraud in this country goes unreported. So the likelihood is that if someone has been scammed, the reports that we're receiving are a small fraction of what is actually taking place. We see this not just in tickets, but with online purchases. A lot of folks are looking to purchase, T-shirts and memorabilia commemorating the run to, the finals, the ultimate stage of the sport. Some of that merchandise is licensed, some of it isn't. But typically, the majority of the scam reports that we monitor for ticket buying, a lot of those scams can be avoided by just simply looking up that seller and that broker on bbb.org to see what other customers have experienced. Typically, you want to check to see if they're a member of the National Association of Ticket Brokers. They offer a 200% purchase guarantee on tickets. I don't know about you, Janae, but if I'm going to purchase that kind of a ticket for that kind of a price, I want to make sure that there is a purchase guarantee to ensure that I am not left holding the bag, having gone all the way to Las Vegas to see an event with a ticket that doesn't exist.
No, you touch on a good point there, because if we go back to those ticket prices exceeding up to $35,000, if you're going to be paying that much, you definitely want to make sure you have some sort of protection on it. So I definitely agree with you there. Now, going back to things that you should be looking out for, a lot of times we hear about typos within the URL link. Is that still accurate?
That is, we see that the HTTPS versus HTTP conversation absolutely is essential here. The difference is HTTPS encrypts your information, HTTP does not. If you're using Chrome as your preferred browser, you'll see a lock symbol in the web address to indicate that you're on a secure purchasing system. With a dollar amount like $35,000, you want to make sure that you have every safety net that is possible at your disposal. This is an essential one. Typically, lookalike websites or fake sites that are masquerading as reputable retailers or brokers do not have HTTPS URLs. It is a very small difference, but it is a critical one. So ensure that you are at the very least on a site that is legitimate, that is protecting your information before you agree to pay any sum of money, let alone this considerable sum.
And let's talk about resale tickets. I know as we inch closer to the Super Bowl, a lot of people get even more desperate. And so if they see a good deal, they may be more vulnerable to actually go after it, thinking, this is my last chance, my last opportunity. So tell us a little bit more about those resale tickets and finding a good price.
Yeah, knowing what that refund policy is and knowing that you can pay with a traditional mode of payment is going to be essential in this secondary market. The vast majority of scams that we see and monitor at the BBB involve the secondary market because the reputable ones are coming from the venue in question. So if you are purchasing a secondary ticket, you want to make sure that you at the very least having a conversation with this person to ensure that, again, you have a little bit of an understanding of, an identification of this person, whether or not they have the policies in place to actually be able to sell these tickets. You want to make sure you understand that refund policy, and you want to make sure that you're using a payment method that comes with protection. Frequently, the reports that we see involving ticket fraud involve non-traditional means. So folks are being asked to use peer-to-peer payment methods or wire transfer money or debit cards. Those are incredibly risky transactions. If those tickets are fraudulent, you cannot get your money back in those scenarios. So if you are at all possible allowed to use a credit card, please push for that as the mode of payment, because at the very least, you do have some recourse if the tickets are not as promised. And I think we'd all like to have that safety net with a transaction of this size.
And Josh, obviously there's a lot of excitement surrounding this game. It's the end of the entire season for football up until later on this year. But if people buy those tickets, if they get lucky and they find a ticket, should they be posting it on social media? I'm talking their tickets regarding, I know a lot of people can probably scam off of the pictures that they may be posting or videos.
Yes, I'm very glad you asked that, Janae. It's essential that you are you tread carefully with the information that you're sharing online. We have heard of folks who have posted photos of tax returns with their social security information just right there on the page. With tickets, you want to make sure that that barcode is covered up. You can still advertise that you are going to the game. You should be excited. This is for some, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, but you want to make sure that you're not giving away any sensitive information that a scammer or someone can use to access that opportunity on your behalf or to profit off of it, right? In some cases, you can, every single barcode in this country seems to look very similar. You can lift, the image of the barcode and repurpose it as a new ticket opportunity for an unsuspecting consumer. And none of us want to have any part to play in a scam. So at the very least, just keep that sensitive information under wraps and go in and enjoy what should be a fantastic game.
So again, guard that ticket with your life. Josh, before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to touch on for our viewers?
There's going to be a lot of opportunities around this event that will involve prices that seem too good to be true, whether it's the opportunity to go and celebrate in a certain way, or the opportunity to commemorate the trip with certain merchandise, or buy tickets, or buy flights. All of these opportunities should be measured against the market price. Have a baseline understanding of what that product or that service will cost you, so you know whether or not you should tread carefully, right? Typically, scammers are very good at providing a cut rate discount that you simply cannot find elsewhere, and there's a reason for that. So have an understanding, do some research of what experiences you're looking to pursue, and you'll avoid the vast majority of what is reported to us.
Well, Josh, as always, I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. Right now, I do want to take a look at this video to remind our viewers that you can only watch the Super Bowl matchup here on KCTV5. And we are taking a look at the AFC champions returning to Kansas City late last night with the Lamar Hunt Trophy. As we look ahead to Super Bowl 58, KCTV5 will have you covered.